Hey, what's going on everyone? This is the OPJellicent and we're back here on Pokemon Showdown today for another live in the OU tier. We're going to be using this Mega Sceptile team with Grassy Terrain, Tapu, Bulu. Leaf Storms in the terrain hit super hard, and then we just have pretty standard coverage of HP Fire, Dragon Pulse, and Focus Blast. Then we have some nice Volt Turn going on here with AV Magearna, Rocky Helmet, Defensive Landers, and then I actually really like this set with the Volt Switch Thunderous Eye right now. Thunderous Eye you don't really see a lot, but I think it has a ton of potential. It OHKOs with Toxapex with the Gigavolt Havoc, so that's pretty cool. And then we just have Specs Ashgren, which you can hopefully do some work. So, love the background as usual. I'm finding some really nice art for the backgrounds lately, so that's really nice. And we have a match right here. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. Sceptile's going to have trouble with Toxapex if we don't have the Grassy Terrain up, so I definitely want to get that up as soon as possible. If it's not Scarf Chomp, we check that with Sceptile, which is really nice. I think I out and rocks up for the Charizard early, but he's probably going to lead off with the Greninja to counter that, so I'm just going to lead off with my Magearna right here. So this actually works out just fine as well, because his only switch in is the Guard Chomp, and I can Volt Switch out right here, and if he goes Guard Chomp, I can go Landers and get up the rocks like I mentioned, so this is pretty fine right now. But he actually goes out into the Decidueye right now, which is probably fine as well. And what I'm actually going to do here is just go out into my Thunders and bluff the Supersonic Sky Strike right now and just go right for the Volt Switch. As he actually opted to stay in, so maybe Spirit Shackle is coming out. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to get up rocks, and we'll see exactly what he wants to do. Yeah, he does go right for the Spirit Shackle. It does nothing to me. And we can't switch out, but I don't really mind. I'm just going to go for rocks right here. Curious to see if he's like some kind of setup set, but I can U-turn out to switch out in case that's his plan. And then I can bring in something that checks this, like my... Nothing really checks it. I guess Specs at Dark Pulse does, so it should be fine right here. If it's Zardois, he should go hard into that and just have a kill. That's what I would do at least. Zardois will OHKO Greninja in the Sun, I believe. So he actually stays in as he goes right for the Leaf Blade. Don't crit me, please. Thank you. I'm not sure what he's trying to do right here. I'm going to U-turn out and bring in my Tapu Bulu. Because at -1 we should be able to take anything anyway, even if it's Grassy Terrain boosted Leaf Blade. Because he actually goes right here for the Defog, so that's not even that big of a deal. And what I can actually do is either Nature's Madness or I can Wood Hammer. I like the Wood Hammer play a lot. It's going to hurt something. Probably Toxapex. I'm just gonna Wood Hammer, as he happens to stay in, and that does a ton of damage. So he goes right for the Spirit Shackle, which is totally cool. And we did see here we outsped, so he can't roost on me right now. And I'm just gonna go for the Wood Hammer again right here. I don't want him going Charizard though, because then he just gets a kill. I don't think I have another play though. I'm just gonna Wood Hammer. If anything, just damage on Zard is nice because it'll put it in range of my Sceptile's Dragon Pulse. And if it is Zard X, then we will find out too based on the damage. Well, actually, if it's offensive Zard X, we won't know unless it Mega Evolves. So he gives us Decidueye, which is great because when we get up rocks next, he won't be able to defog them. Now he'll go Zard for sure. That's what I would do. And I need Landers for the Garchomp Soar. So I think if he goes Zard, I'm just gonna go Greninja. If he goes Zard, obviously. What does Magearna do? It walls the Lele and it can deal with the Greninja too. So that's definitely not the sack. Thundurus is definitely not the sack. That mon does a ton of work. I think the mon that the sack right here is, honestly, I think it's Tapu Bulu. It's gonna be Zardois. I'm gonna go Greninja. Because on the off chance it's Zardois, he actually goes right for the Flare Blitz, which we do live. So that's cool, he's going to take some recoil damage, and now that we know it's Zard X, we actually check this with our Sceptile. So what I'm going to do here is just go right for the Dark Pulse. He's going to go Pex, right? Yeah, I'm just going to Dark Pulse. I could have doubled into Thundurus, but I didn't really feel as though it was worth it. It actually does a ton of damage, which means I'm going to fish for one turn, going for the Flinch right here. Because the worst he'll do to me is Scald or get up a T-Spike, and we have Defog on our Thundurus to get rid of that. So he gets up the T-Spike, and yeah, I don't mind this. I'll go Thundurus now. Ideally, he doesn't Scald Burn me, but if he's smart, he'll double out here into something that checks Thundurus, so I can't get my Defog off. Will this be Scarf Chomp? I don't think I can risk it. I'm gonna go Tapu Bulu. Even if it means getting poisoned, I don't think it's worth it. And this will give me my terrain. So he goes out for the Stone Edge, which means it was probably Scarf Chomp. I'm not sure if he's gonna risk the roll right here, but he doesn't have a switch into Wood Hammer, so that's my play. We do live, and we do get a Wood Hammer off, so we're gonna die to Rough Skin, but he takes a ton of damage right there. And I could try to go at Greninja and try to get my Ash form, but I think the best play right here is just going Landorus T. And throwing up those rocks. I know he's locked into Stone Edge. I'm assuming he is, because he clicked it that many times. We get up rocks right there, and now we can just throw off the Earthquake. Should do it. Yeah, should do this fine. Ideally, he doesn't get the Stone Edge crit. I'm pretty sure it's a high critical hit ratio move, so it would kind of suck if he did, but it's not the end of the world if he gets it. Because Landorus is pretty much here for this, and with this Rocks up, I don't think Zard's going to be much of a problem at this point in the match. Because it would have to Dragon Dance, and then we still have Shuriken in the back. And didn't it take some recoil earlier? It's at 82, I think? 86, okay. So, actually, wait, I don't think we get affected by terrain, because I'm just going to HPS, I don't know how that works. I think since Landorus is flying type, the terrain doesn't matter, but I'm just going to HPS right here. As we did get our rocks up into school, and I don't think he has any more forms of hazard control. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. So he gives us Guard Chomp right there, which is nice. And now he pretty much has to go Greninja, and I have Magearna to switch in. He could go Lele too. But either way, we should be fine. So there's the Tapu Lele. I'm staying in right here. There's no point in switching out now. It sucks that we don't have our Grassy Terrain up anymore, but this is still a good Toxapex answer, isn't it? So he goes for the HP, what was that? HP Fire? I guess expecting my switch into Magearna. So now that I know he's locked into that, I want to calc that damage. Is it Specs or Scarf? Because Scarf, I'm assuming, would not do that much. Spelled Landorus wrong. Defensive? HP Fire, that's max HP. I think it has to be Specs. Yeah, so it's Specs Lele, so we know that. Which means after this, I can go Greninja. And then I can just, or I can go Thundurus. But I'm just gonna Earthquake right here. On that, now we can go Thundurus Sai. And I pretty much just click the Volt Switch, I think. Because Volt Switch will pick this thing off, and I know he's locked into HP Fire. And if he goes Pex, which is totally fine, I get my switch into, actually just knock him out. So now, I just need to go to a mod that doesn't allow him to set up a Zard. Which, I have two options right here. I can either go Greninja or Sceptile. I like Sceptile. Sceptile might actually just win the match right here, which is what I'm hoping for. Come on, Sceptile. HP, yeah, I think Sceptile just wins, because he can't Shuriken me. So he goes Greninja. Please don't be Scarf. I want Sceptile to win this. Does Dragon Pulse do it? Greninja. If he forfeits, then I know Sceptile is going to win, but Dragon Pulse might... I think I have to Leaf Storm right here. I could Focus Blast. We don't miss. I mean, we don't hit, unfortunately, and he gets his Ash Greninja. So I go out into this. So what I should have done right there was... So we see revealed Life Orb. What I should have done was Leaf Stormed and then brought out Sceptile after, but I was afraid with the drops he might actually just be able to win with that mon. But what I'm going to do here is just click the Volt Switch. As the point right here is that he doesn't have any more Life Orb turns, and what I can do here is just click Water Shuriken and get my own Ash Greninja. And then we should be fine, because Lele can't win, and our Thundurus will just break through the Zard with Gigavolt Havoc. So we get that. Now he has to go Lele. And the point is, after Rocks, Zard can't win, and we have Magearna in the back still. Maybe if he makes a double and dodges Flare Cannon, something could happen. But yeah, obviously I have to switch out right here. So we're gonna go Magearna. And then I don't see a way that we lose this. It sucks that Sceptile missed that. That would have been amazing for Sceptile to win the match, but just how it goes. I'm just gonna... I could Iron Head. I think Volt Switch is the best play. It should knock him out. Goes for that again. He actually lived it, but we know it's Specs, so what I can do here is just go right for Volt Switch. And then we can go Greninja. And then Zardex. It'll just die to Dark Pulse, I don't know why I'm calcing. Because I keep on thinking Shuriken's the play, but its terrain's up anyway, so I can't click that. So we click Dark Pulse right here, and it should secure us the match, but I really wish Sceptile connected that, because it would have just won with the 4-0 for us. But we win, which is cool. If Sceptile hit that, then we obviously would have won, so... I mean, we would have won with Sceptile, but hopefully we can have Sceptile do some work in this next one right here. That team was pretty weak to Sceptile. I'm pretty sure Leaf Storm does like 70 plus to spit off Toxapex in the Grassy Terrain, so that's pretty cool. It's 2 Mondo show up. Oh, come on, we found an Amoonguss, which is going to be such a pain to break through with Sceptile. I'm pretty sure Dragon Pulse and HP Fire do the same damage, because Stab versus super effective with the base powers, but I think Thundurus completely destroys this team. I need to scout for Scarf and Charmanitan. I'm going to lead off here with my Landorus, because it pretty much leads against everything but this. I was just going to be that Calm Mind Trick Room set with Mega Slowbro. It could be this, or it could be Mega Scissor. Yeah, I'm going to U-turn out. I don't want him doing anything. So we saw Rocky Helmet, and he goes for the Scald, and he actually doesn't have that great switch into this. I'm assuming he's going to go Muck. So I'm going to double out here, I think, into Landorus. I really don't think he's staying right here. You should either go Muck or Amoonguss, and that either one gives me rocks. So he goes Amoonguss, which is cool. I will let him put this to sleep just to get up rocks. And now I don't want him going right for the defog with that mon, so I'm just going to go here into my Thundurus as he goes right for the Giga Drain. And I'll just Volt Switch out, I think. I know we'll test the waters with HBS once. He might expect Supersonic Sky Strike, in which case he doesn't even have a switch in anyway. So I'm just going to Volt Switch right here as he goes Muck. So he can't pursue me with that, which is cool. And right here, we don't have that great of answers. I'm going to go out into this, and then I'm going to double to Magearna, I think. I could sack this and then go Sceptile after getting off some damage with the Woodhammer. We outspeed every time. Yeah, we're gonna go Magearna right here as he goes right for the knockoff. Good play. So gets rid of our Assault Vest right there, and I really don't want him defogging with the Gliscor, which is what's scaring me right now. So I'm gonna go Greninja right here. We need to get a Sceptile safely at some point and click Leaf Storm. This Amoonguss is gonna be such a pain. How do we even break through Amoonguss? I guess we should have ice. We should have had Ice Beam on this. I'm gonna start layering spikes now. Oh, don't go Gliscor. Cool. So now I can go out into this, and I can just. I'm assuming this is. We saw he was getting Grassy Terrain recovery. I'm just gonna throw off my Z move right here. I clicked the correct one, right? Please tell me I did. That did nothing. He doesn't get that though, so which is cool. And now I just. HBS in case he wants to go Gliscor to try to defog. So he goes right for the Shadow Sneak. This is pretty bad. This Muck is just a problem. I think I was focusing too much on him defogging. I'm going to Nature's Madness right here. So he goes right for the Poison Jab, and now I can go out into this. And maybe Sceptile can pick it off from this range. This Dragon Ball's got a buff, I never knew that. But we don't do enough, and he knocks us out, and you know what, we're just going to get out of here. That was pretty bad. That Muck, Alolan Muck just completely messes with this team, because it walls all of our heavy hitters, like the Sceptile. Well, Special Sceptile at least. If we were the SD set with Earthquake, that would have been super nice, but I opted to go Special for this, and thankfully you don't find that anymore. This team does struggles with Sceptile. The only thing that really wants to take it on are the Celesteela and potential AV Tangrowth. Quiver Dance Volcarona is a huge threat. I want Rocks up early, but I think he's going to lead off with a Drill. Could be Sash lead. As he actually leads Deontay right here, so I could either Earthquake or I can get up Rocks on the switch. I'm just going to Earthquake though. On the off chance he has Protect, as he just gives me his Deontay, which is cool. And he's actually going out into a mod that gives me Rocks, so I guess he's going to HP Ice me. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm just going to U-turn out right here. And he probably went for Knockoff if I had to guess. Do I need my Assault Vest on Bulu? Not really. He went for the Knockoff, and now I can just Nature's Madness right here. And bring him down low, and then he'll have to switch out to get Urge Generator health, in which case I can make a nice double into maybe... Well, this is actually better, because this is one of the mons stopping my Sceptile. So now I'm just going to go here into my Landorus to try to sack it off, as we actually dodged that, so... I'm going to U-turn out here in case he wants to switch out. As he stays in, I'm assuming he's going for either Heavy Slam or Flamethrower. What do I feel is the best switch? I mean, Thundurus can take both. But Thundurus pretty much wins after Tangrowth this weekend. Not really though, because he has a Drill. I'm going to go Thundurus right here. He actually opted to go right for the Leech Seed, so now I'm going to Volt Switch out, I think. He could try to go Drill and Rapid Spin though. I'm just going to Defog. He actually opted to stay in. Now I'm going to try to Gigavolt Havoc. He might think I'm locked in somehow, which is kind of what I'm banking on right now. Come on, stay in. Nope, he made the play, and now he's going to get a Rapid Spin off, so I need to punish this somehow. I'm going to Defog right here. Just to get rid of all the hazards. Because I don't want him having Rocks up on my side, and he goes for the Rock Slide. So now we have to make a play right here. I think that play is definitely Greninja. I think I'm going to need to flinch spam to win this one, but I'm going to go right here for the Dark Pulse, as it's a very spit off Toxic Specs. I'm going to Fish right here with this. If he Toxics me, I don't really care. So he goes for the T-Spike. I'm just going to Dark Pulse again. So we can try to do it one more time, and then if we high roll and flinch, then we should be fine, but unfortunately that does not work out, so I'm going to go Landorus T right here and try to get up Rocks. He's smart to Scald right there, so now I go Bulu. And all these fatter teams are just giving us some trouble, but I can either Wood Hammer or I can Nature's Madness. I'm just gonna Wood Hammer. As he goes Tangrowth, just totally cool. Now I just go for Nature's Madness, and I think I have to try to Dark Pulse punch his team down. So he goes right for the Hidden Power Ice. I Nature's Madness here again. Now I go Greninja, and I just start spamming Dark Pulse and hope it works out, I guess. Come on, flinch it, Greninja. He's just gonna spam Recover, okay. And you know what, let's get out of this one too. This one's not winnable. What I should have done was I should have played more offensively to try to keep my rocks up. That was a big mistake. Because the rocks up were the key to winning that one, but we found a more offensive team now, which is cool. We're sitting at 1 and 2, which is not very great. But Sceptile with HP Fire is a great check to the Kartana, which is nice. And we actually outspeed Coco's even gets not Scarf. This Hawlucha is a big problem though, with the... I'm not sure if he knows my set with the Unburden, but I'm just going to go right here for the HP Ice. Yes, you actually barely miss out on that knockout. He goes for Rocks, and I can just click it again. He gives me the kill, which is cool. And now he goes Coco. I can just fire off my Z move. I don't think you're going to knock me out. I'm going to try it. I mean, obviously we're not going to get a... He actually opted to Volt Switch. Now we get a Nut Kill. We're about to blow something back. He sacks Kartana, which is cool. Pretty much the mindset there was, I'm not sure whether he knocked me out with Specs or not. I'm assuming he did, but then I just got to switch him back anyway after. Now he's going to... Unfortunately, we're not Mega Evolved yet, but I'm going to go Magearna now. As he goes right for the HP Ice, and I can just Volt Switch out right here. We do get an Electro Terrain boosted Volt Switch, and soon the terrain's going to be gone, so he actually is locked in, apparently. Is it Scarf? I'm going to calc this, but I think we pretty much already won this one. Unless we somehow get swept by Hawlucha. So, Coco. If it was Specs, HPS, it's Specs actually. So, we can go Sceptile right here. And we can go ahead and just click the Leaf Storm. And the point here is he actually goes Magearna now, which is totally fine. That actually did quite a bit. Wow, it's Shift Gear then. So we go on Magearna right here as he tries to Shift Gear up. Now we just go for Iron Head. He's going for the Para. So I'm going to Iron Head again. What was that? All at pummeling. So that's going to bring me pretty low. We do live another hit though. I'm going to Volt Switch right here just because I don't want him getting a free setup mon in. As we do live and we get out of there safely. So what's the best mon to bring in right now? I think it's Sceptile. Because Sceptile forces everything to not set up on me. So I'm going to go Sceptile right here. Sceptile, I'm pretty sure it outspeeds Gyarados even with the Dragon Dance. So he does go Gyarados right now. I'm going to Dragon Pulse first. As we do 2-hit KO him. He goes right for that, and now I'm just going to Dragon Pulse again. Do we outspeed? Oh, he's actually Mega Evolved. We don't outspeed. What I should have done there was... Leaf Storm, but this is fine. I'm just going to go out into this mon, and unless he has Ice Fang, I think we live anything else. So I'm going to go for here for Horn Leech. We live that. We got most of our health back. Now he's going to go Coco. I guess to try to use me as setup fodder. I don't think Hawlucha can win unless it's a Roost. I don't want to get swept by Hawlucha, so I have to be in a mon that doesn't allow him to win with it. What's he gonna do here? I think I have to go Landorus. No, I can't. I think Landorus is the mon that's gonna win me. I think I have to hope it's not Roost Hawlucha, because I can spam HP Ice and then go Greninja and Shuriken him. So we're gonna Horn Leech right here, as he goes right for the U-turn. That's fine. Because, yeah, he gets a little bit of health there, but I can just go right here into my Landorus. As he goes right for the SD, and I can just HPS this thing, and hopefully he's not Roost. He actually does it again, and I think we're fine. That won't knock me out. Yeah, and we knock him out. And Coco can't break through Bulu, so we're good. I want the... Sceptile's dead. I wanted to get the last kill with that. Okay. So he knocks me out right there, and now we just got into this, and we just Banded Woodhammer for the kill. And we should be fine right here as the game did end. And we knocked him out, which is so sweet. We evened out the record right now at 2-2. Let's go ahead and grab another one right now. Sceptile did do some work that match. That Leaf Storm did a ton to that Shift Gear Magearna. It's so strong. What's its special attack? 145? Yep, 145. So we do have HP Ice for the, HP Fire for the Ferrothorn, just so we don't have to risk Focus Blast missing. And we also have Focus Blast for T-Tar, so other than the Rotom right here, this team is completely blown back by Sceptile. So that's going to be my game plan, winning with Sceptile. He does lead off with this. Please don't be Specs Overheat, that would be kind of unfortunate, but he actually goes right for the HP Ice, and I'm assuming this is a Defog. So I'm going to go out into this now, as he goes right for the HPS again. So no Defog on this, I'm just going to Hydro Pump it. So I want my Ice Grin, and I don't want him defogging. So he goes Finny right now. I'm going to go Bulu, and then I'm going to double to... Now we're going to double to Sceptile right here, because since we're not Mega Evolved, we can't take anything. And he actually goes Ferrothorn, so this is cool. I can just go right here for the HP Fire, like I said. We take the Gyro Ball. He actually solves out my terrain. That kind of sucks. So now he's going to go... I'm not sure what play... I'm going to Leaf Storm. As we do catch the Tyranitar, this is going to Oko, I think, because of the terrain. Yep, out of there. I'm pretty sure that, even if that was Assault Vest T-Tar, that should have killed. And now I'm curious to see what play he makes. He goes a Drill. This is still going to do a ton. I don't know what you're... This is going to do like over half. Holy crap. And now we just go Landorus for the Intimidate, I think. Because he's in Shuriken range, so... Just go Landorus right here as he goes right for the Corkscrew Crash. Now we go out into this one, and since we killed the that setter, we should be fine. So he goes out into this. Terrain's gone. I mean, sorry, terrain's gone. So I'm gonna go out into this now. He actually makes a very nice double out. That was risky. I don't think you'd knock me out with Iron Head. No way. So I'm gonna Superpower. Yep. And we don't flinch, which is cool. So he goes Garchomp. This could actually be a problem. But he can't lock himself into a Dragon-type move right now, so we're gonna go right here. He actually misses. That kind of sucks for him. Because, well, actually, that kind of sucks for me, because now I don't have terrain turns. But he's gonna let me preserve my mod, so that's cool. Now we just go Magearna right here. So he actually gets up a Spike. So we're gonna HP Fire this down. So he goes right for the Leech Seed. Now we're gonna go back to Bulu. And then we're gonna go Sceptile. Alright, we're gonna Superpower first. So he gives me the damage. And he tried to Power Whip me. So he's just gonna give me more damage right now. I'm actually just gonna Nature's Madness right here to put him in range. So he gets up all three. At 35, I switch into Spikes again. You know what? Yeah, we got him. And now we just go right for the HP Fire right here, and then we should be good to go. Because HP Fire will knock this thing out. Yep, and Sceptile's gonna clean this one up, I think, unless it's Scarf Chomp with Outrage, which can't win. Yeah, Scarf Dragon Claw's not gonna win me the match, and as long as I have two fairies alive, we should be fine. So he goes out into this. I'm gonna sack Sceptile right here. If it's not Scarf, then we'll be fine. It's actually not Scarf, so Sceptile's about to clean up. Sceptile getting 4 kills. I'm assuming we connect this, or else we're gonna have to get the kill with something else. Sceptile's so strong. I'm pretty happy with that one, and we'll go ahead and grab, I think, 2 more. I'm not sure how long it's been, probably around 20 minutes, but I like to keep them around 30, so we're sitting up at 3 and 2 now, which is cool. We found another match where Sceptile completely destroys my opponent. Especially with terrain up. The Celesteela, though. We also have to be careful about the Accelerock on the Lycanroc. But rocks are super useful here. He has a lot of potential hazard control with the Defog Mew, the Defog Rotom, and the Defog Zapdos. I'm just going to lead here with my Magearna. It's pretty safe. He's going to try to get up rocks right here. We can break the Sash on this with Volt Switch and then go with Sceptile and nab one. So yep, and now we can go Sceptile right here. And I want to predict, actually I just want to Focus Blast, but it's not worth it. I'm just going to go for Dragon Pulse. He should go Celesteela, but yeah, he stays in, so I'm glad I didn't risk it. And Sceptile already picking up a nice kill right there. Now he goes Lele. I'm assuming this is Scarf. I'm just going to go back to Magearna right here. I need to get my hazards up at some point, so he opts to Moonblast, so I'm just going to Volt Switch out right here. Because we will be slower, so if he opts to stay and continue Moonblasting, we can bring in probably our Thunders. That's probably Scarf damage though, so I'll probably have to go back to Magearna if anything. So this is fine. We're going to go Bulu right here, and then we're just going to double to Sceptile. This is not ideal. I'm going to scout for what type of Zapdos this is first. Because if it's Spadef, then if it's not Spadef, then we should 2-hit KO it. But he goes back to Mew. Now we're going to Leech Storm under terrain. I don't care if you want to switch out. This is going to do some damage to something. And look at that. Did he soft-boiled? Nope, he didn't soft-boiled. He knocked me out. Alright, so we get to click Thunderbolt here. And Thundurus actually kind of wins the match, assuming this won't be a problem. Actually, did how strong is Volt have it compared to Thunderbolt? I don't think I'm gonna defog. I should Volt Switch, but I want to defog and then Volt Switch. I'm not sure if he's gonna expect the Z move. He went right for that Hydro Vortex. Interesting. So we got into this now, and we just click Nature's Madness on the Zapdos, which is cool. And I'm going for game with Greninja now. So we're going to Nature's Madness again. I will spam it. I want this thing weakened. No, you know what? We're going to go out into this and we're going to get up our own box now. I need to... So we go Solo Steel. This is pretty ideal because I can U-turn out right here. I don't have Giga Drain or something. He goes for Autotomize. I just Hydro Pump right here every time. He goes for the Earthquake. I need to live another one, assuming we connect both of our attacks right now. Actually, Shuriken will do the job. So I go back to Landorus right here. He goes right for the Earthquake again. Now I can just U-turn out because he's faster than me, and that does nothing. So now we just go right here for the Water Shuriken. Not sure if he's going to allow me to get the Ash Greninja. But I have to Shuriken right here. I can't risk him. I can't risk my win con. And yep, exactly why. Because if he attacked me right there, then we would have pretty much lost. I mean, he was at -2, I think, but still. So I'm going to go Magearna now. And he just gave me a win condition, which is cool. I actually don't like Magearna. I like the Bulu play here. I'm hoping it's Psychic and not Psyshock, though. Alright, so he actually goes Mew. Which we should be faster than if it's defensive, so I'm just going to Horn Leech this. I kind of want to double to Greninja though. Yeah, we're going to do that. Now we get another kill, which is cool. So we're going to Hydro Pump right now, assuming we connect. Actually, does Dark Pulse not come out? I doubt it. Zapdos, let's just say it's defensive against Greninja. For Specs Ashgren. Yeah, we have to Hydro Pump right here. As we do connect and knock that out. Cool. So we have to go back to Lele, obviously. And now I just go... Let's go Bulu on the Hidden Power Fire, and now I just click Horn Leech and get a kill. Yeah, he can't sack this or else Greninja just wins by clicking Dark Pulse twice, so he just forfeits the match right there. So cool, nice win. And what I'll actually quickly do is check how long it's been, and I'll be right back based on... Alright, so it turns out it's actually been quite a few minutes right here. We're inching up on 30, and I don't want to keep it too long, so we're going to end it off right here at 4 and 2, I believe. So Mega Sceptile, it took a little while getting used to it, but after a while we put a ton of work with it in those last 3 matches. So yeah, did really well, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys are new, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later.